Thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be showing some of my winter essentials, or at least telling you guys about my winter essentials, because this year it hasn't been too cold out here, but it is chilly, and some days it was really cold to the point it was like snow on the ground for a few days. But for me, when it's the winter time, it is a few extra things that I have to do just to make sure that my skin stays moisturized and I just stay in good spirits while winter season is happening. So one of my winter favorites is the Neutrogena Hydrating Cleansing Gel, along with the Hydro Boost from Neutrogena Gel Cream. So I do have a little bit of eczema, and for some reason, like sometimes my skin is just really dry. I haven't found the perfect face moisturizer yet, and maybe that's because I really don't try to stray outside of into too many other products, or try a whole lot of different creams or face creams, because sometimes you can have an allergic reaction, and I just don't want to deal with that, at least especially not on my face, because my skin is a little bit sensitive. So I try to stay with products or companies that I kind of know, so I don't overdo it. But Neutrogena is one of my favorites, and that's why I kind of stick with it. So sticking with the little skincare we started with, I also make sure I always have an exfoliating glove, because you have to help your body to remove some of that excess dry skin, or to at least exfoliate it, so you can get that old layer of skin off and get the new layer of skin to help at least keep the skin soft, exfoliated, and moisturized, because that'll also help when you're removing that top layer of dead skin. Another winter essential, I don't have it in here, but I do like really moisturizing body washes, and one that I like in particular is Dove. So I will use Dove body wash because it's very moisturizing. I like to try to finish off with either Dove or maybe even Caress, because I just like to get out the shower and to actually feel the moisture within my skin, because sometimes with antibacterial soap you can feel it, at least for me, I can feel it drying out my skin before I actually get out the tub. So I try to always finish off with something moisturizing. And another product that's also on my list is Shea Moisture Strengthening and Restore Treatment Mask for my hair, because I am natural, even though I do have a protective style. I haven't done it in quite some time for the deep hair mask, and it shows. My hair does not appreciate not going through it, so I do try to make sure I deep moisturize my hair whenever I can, and I'm making sure to incorporate that back in, because it does cause hair breakage when you're not truly moisturizing like you should. And staying with that category, also my protective styles, that is one of my winter favorites, because 9 times out of 10 I don't really feel like fiddling with my hair. I do have like 4C hair. It's not necessarily long, but it's just a lot of hair, so I try to keep it up majority of the time, just so I don't have my fingers in it picking with it, or just trying to comb it. So the best thing I can do is just twist it up and then put it up underneath a wig. Or if you're into turbans, like you go on Amazon and you can get you a 3-pack of turbans, just tie it around your hair and then give yourself a top bun. And that's like a protective style, at least for a little bit, because you can't just keep it on all the time, because that probably dries your hair or your edges. So that is some of my winter favorites. Also for hair care. Now moving on, I do believe you should always keep learning or work on building new hobbies, because the winter time, I feel like it's a time that the work kind of slows down. You're not really outside as much due to maybe the cold temperatures. Besides like maybe holidays, if you go out and spend the holidays with your family or friends. But even then, that's only for a short while. That's not for the whole winter time. So I make sure to always pick up a book. And one book I chose to pick up recently is called The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. Just because I don't always want to be in the rat race when it comes to corporate America. So I'm just working on building knowledge and just becoming more knowledgeable in things that I already am skilled in. But I just want to be able to take it outside of corporate America and just create something that I will own and just be able to be in full control of. And also in the title it tells you the 4-hour work week. So I'm also trying to learn how to work efficiently instead of just overworking myself and being tired to corporate America basically. Now, I also like to read fun stuff. stuff that I consider fun or at least interesting. So another thing that I like to do during this time is read. I'm gonna read me a good book all the time. And this one, I did write this book. It's called Make Me Your Selection. It's one of my first books. My pen name is Elle Dotson. I will put the link down below, but shameless plug. But I do like to read Black romance books. I even will read fantasy books, even romance for other authors of different race. It just depends on if it catches my attention and if it holds it. But I just feel like reading is fun because you can always watch TV, but a lot of times some movies or shows are kind of like centered around each other, so it's like the same thing, the same plot a lot of times. But if you give like indie authors a go, and even major published authors, you'll get to experience like a different world outside of what you're living, or just the basic TV shows. But I do suggest indie authors because they have a lot more creativity in my experience, and it just holds my interest a lot. So moving on, I also make sure to just keep a journal. Like throughout everything, keep a journal. Just write down how you're feeling, or maybe just business plans or your goals. It doesn't have to be your yearly goals. It could just be your quarterly goals or even monthly goals. Just break it down even to that. If you can't think past the month or the week, whatever fits for you, just write it down and just work on something to keep your mind preoccupied and just keep yourself growing and learning, because you don't want to become stagnant and you don't want to just sit there and become so bored or just caught up in everyday life to where you get to the point you may even be experiencing the seasonal blues. So just write down things, how you're feeling, to keep yourself preoccupied. Now another fun thing that I like to do is adult coloring. I do find it fun. I haven't done it in a while, but I find it fun just to sit there and color. Just something basic. It doesn't have to be the most extravagant thing. Like I found this book, I think at the Dollar Tree, when it actually was still the Dollar Tree, not the $1.25 store. And I just got that coloring book. I got a pack of like maybe 20, 40, 90 some color pencils from Five Below for $5. And I just color. And you could even find a pack of coloring pencils inside a Dollar Tree for maybe $1.25, which isn't bad. So it's just a little fun hobby to keep you preoccupied during the winter, to keep you from going outside, especially if maybe you're having a bad day or you just need to mindlessly do something but relaxing. Well, yeah, just go ahead and color. We're getting to the end, but this is another one of my winter essentials. I love a good cozy blanket. It don't matter. Like, I love a good cozy blanket. It feels good. I like to be comfortable. Like, it's one of the most comfortable things you can use and have during the winter time. Whether you're sitting on the couch, sitting in a chair, sitting in the bed, and you don't want to mess up your whole bed, just get you a little comfy blanket and you can use that. And my last little winter essential is just some lip gloss. It doesn't have to be this. 9 times out of 10, it may be Carmex or Aquaphor or some type of lip gloss. I'm going to keep this because the wintertime will dry out your lips and have it feeling like sandpaper. And nobody want to walk around with crusty lips looking like sandpaper or cracked up sidewalks. So I suggest you just go to the Dollar Tree, your supply store, and grab you some lip gloss. It's not that much. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I thank you for tuning into my channel and just watching me chit chat about my winter essentials. You can leave down in the comments what you consider to be some of your winter essentials. And just thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. And thanks. Please like, comment, and subscribe.